Hello, Zenith women, and welcome to the channel. The rarest thing in the world is a woman who knows her worth and doesn't need to prove it to anyone. In a world obsessed with noise, validation, and trends, Sigma females exist like whispers in a thunderstorm. Quiet, enigmatic, yet undeniably powerful. They're the people who leave a room and have you wondering, what's her secret? Here's a fact that'll leave you thinking. Less than 10% of people exhibit true introverted leadership traits, and Sigma females are the rare gems who not only embody this, but redefine what leadership looks like altogether. They don't chase the spotlight, yet it somehow follows them. They don't dominate conversations, yet everyone listens when they speak. And while most people are scrambling to fit in or stand out, Sigma females are busy doing something extraordinary, being themselves. Oh, and if you're expecting them to be part of your group chat drama or TikTok trends, you might as well save yourself the disappointment. They're probably off mastering a skill, dismantling societal norms, or calmly rejecting mediocrity with a raised eyebrow and a faint smirk. Number 1. Their self-awareness includes awareness of their blind spots. Sigma females possess a rare and exceptional kind of self-awareness, one that goes beyond merely knowing who they are. They actively seek to uncover the parts of themselves that most people avoid, their blind spots, biases, and flaws. While others cling to illusions of perfection or dismiss feedback that challenges their ego, Sigma females lean into discomfort with unwavering curiosity. They understand that growth doesn't come from staying in a comfort zone, but from confronting the truths that feel inconvenient or unsettling. This isn't a surface-level exercise either. They don't settle for the typical self-help mantras or vague introspection. Instead, they dig deep, questioning their actions, motivations, and even the patterns of thought that others might take for granted. If they realize they've made a mistake, they own it. Not as an act of humility to gain praise, but because they value authenticity over ego. What truly sets them apart is their ability to balance self-compassion with ruthless honesty. They're not perfectionists looking to beat themselves up. They're architects, continuously refining the blueprint of their character. Every identified flaw becomes an opportunity, every blind spot an area to improve. This gives them a dynamic adaptability that few others possess. While most people are trapped in cycles of defensiveness or self-doubt, Sigma females are miles ahead, using every challenge as a stepping stone. Their willingness to address their blind spots is what makes them exceptional. It's not that they're invincible. It's that they refuse to stay blind to the parts of themselves that could hold them back. In a world where many are driven by ego, Sigma females rise by being driven by growth. That's their quiet, undeniable power. Number 2. They redefine feminine strength without. Sigma females challenge the outdated notion that strength must roar to be heard. In a world where power is often equated with aggression and dominance, they embody a quieter yet far more enduring form of strength. They don't feel the need to mimic hypermasculine traits like brute force or assertiveness to make their mark. Instead, their power is rooted in resilience, authenticity, and an unshakable sense of self. They don't enter a room trying to overpower others. They don't need to. Their presence speaks for itself, calm, composed, and undeniably magnetic. People are drawn to them not because they demand attention, but because they exude confidence that isn't performative. They have nothing to prove and everything to offer, making them an anomaly in a world obsessed with loud displays of power. What makes this strength extraordinary is its subtlety. Sigma females show that resilience isn't about who shouts the loudest, but who remains standing when the dust settles. They face challenges head-on, not with aggression, but with strategic thinking and emotional intelligence. Their authenticity is their armor, impervious to societal expectations or stereotypes. While many think strength requires confrontation, Sigma females know the real battle is internal. They conquer self-doubt, navigate emotional storms, and build themselves from within. This creates a power so intrinsic that no external force can shake it. They've redefined what it means to be strong, proving that femininity and strength are not opposites but allies. Their kind of power doesn't crush others, it inspires them. It's a quiet, enduring flame, not a fleeting spark, and in a world full of noise, their strength is the one that truly lasts. Number 3. They are digital minimalists in a hyper-connected world. In a world where constant connectivity is the norm, Sigma females are a rare breed of digital minimalists. While others are glued to screens, overwhelmed by notifications and addicted to the endless scroll, Sigma females approach technology with precision and intentionality. They see it as a tool, not a trap, and they refuse to let it dominate their lives. This isn't about rejecting technology altogether. It's about controlling it. Sigma females use their devices strategically, prioritizing function over distraction. Social media? They might have accounts, but they're not living for likes or obsessively checking updates. Instead, they curate their online presence and interactions with the same care they use in their offline lives. If something doesn't add value, it's out. Their ability to disconnect isn't just about limiting screen time, it's about preserving their mental energy. They understand that constant exposure to digital noise, be it emails, news alerts, or social feeds, drains focus and breeds anxiety. By stepping back, they create space for deeper thought, creativity, and real-world connections. While others are drowning in FOMO, fear of missing out, Sigma females embrace JOMO, the joy of missing out. They're not interested in keeping up with every trend or being part of every online conversation. Instead, they focus on what truly matters to them, whether it's mastering a skill, spending time in nature, or simply enjoying moments of solitude. This selective use of technology isn't just practical, it's empowering. By refusing to be enslaved by digital demands, Sigma females maintain a level of clarity and control that many envy but few achieve. In a hyper-connected world, their ability to disconnect is what keeps them grounded, focused, and ultimately ahead of the pack. Number 4. They redefine leadership by non-leadership. Sigma females have an unconventional approach to leadership that defies traditional definitions. They don't pursue titles, power, or authority to feel validated, nor do they impose their will on others to prove their worth. Instead, they lead by example, influence and quiet strength, often without even intending to. This paradoxical leadership style makes them remarkably effective, as their authenticity draws others to follow them naturally. Unlike traditional leaders who often rely on authority or directives, Sigma females operate on mutual respect and trust. They aren't interested in micromanaging or controlling others. Instead, they empower people by giving them space to think, act, and grow. Their reluctance to dominate isn't a sign of indifference but a deep respect for individuality and autonomy. They understand that true leadership isn't about being in charge, but about inspiring others to take charge of themselves. This non-leadership approach is disarming and refreshing. People don't feel pressured or coerced. Instead, they feel motivated to rise to the occasion. Sigma females influence through actions rather than words, showing what's possible through their own discipline, resilience, and creativity. They embody the qualities they wish to see in others, making their leadership both aspirational and approachable. Their ability to remain detached from ego-driven power struggles gives them clarity and perspective that few traditional leaders possess. They see the bigger picture, prioritize the collective good, and foster collaboration without the need for recognition or credit. This makes them the kind of leaders who create lasting impact, not because they demand to be followed, but because people choose to follow them. In a world that glorifies loud, authoritarian leadership, Sigma females quietly rewrite the rules. Their non-leadership is, ironically, the purest and most effective form of leadership there is. Number 5. They have a deep awareness of life's temporariness. Sigma females possess a profound awareness of life's fleeting nature, and rather than viewing it as a grim reality, they embrace it as a source of liberation. They understand that everything, moments, achievements, relationships, even struggles, is temporary. This mindset gives them a rare clarity about what truly deserves their time and energy. Unlike most people who get caught up in trivialities or obsess over things they can't control, Sigma females prioritize what has lasting value. They don't waste time on petty conflicts, superficial pursuits, or societal pressures, because they know these things will fade with time. Their focus isn't on impressing others or accumulating temporary accolades, but on creating a life filled with meaning, growth, and authenticity. This deep awareness also makes them fearless in the face of change. They don't cling to the past or resist the future, because they see both as natural parts of life's rhythm. Whether it's moving on from a toxic relationship, leaving behind an unfulfilling career, or adapting to unexpected challenges, Sigma females handle transitions with grace. They accept impermanence not as a loss, but as an opportunity to evolve. Their perspective isn't cynical or detached, it's deeply intentional. Knowing that time is finite, Sigma females seek experiences that nourish their souls and relationships that truly matter. They savor the present without being weighed down by regrets or paralyzed by fear of the unknown. In a world where many people are chasing fleeting distractions, Sigma females stand apart by focusing on life's essence. They live with purpose, clarity, and an unshakable sense of peace, proving that embracing life's impermanence is not just liberating, it's empowering. Number 6. They are architects of third spaces. Sigma females are masters of creating and inhabiting third spaces, environments that exist outside the traditional realms of work and home. These spaces are neither tied to professional obligations nor the demands of personal life. Instead, they serve as sanctuaries where creativity, self-reflection, and genuine connection flourish. For a Sigma female, a third space might be a cozy corner in a quiet cafe, a secluded park bench, or even an online forum filled with like-minded thinkers. These spaces are intentionally chosen or crafted to provide an escape from the noise of daily life, allowing them to recharge and think deeply. Unlike others who may view such places as mere convenience, Sigma females see them as essential for maintaining their balance and fueling their inner drive. What makes these spaces so special is their neutrality. In a third space, there's no pressure to perform, no expectations to meet, and no roles to play. Sigma females use these environments to experiment with ideas, process emotions, or simply observe the world without distraction. These moments of solitude often spark their most profound insights, as they're free to explore their thoughts without interference. Beyond solitude, third spaces also become hubs for meaningful interactions. Sigma females are selective about the communities they engage with, often finding niche groups that share their passions or values. Whether it's a book club, a local art class, or a low-key meetup for intellectual discussions, these spaces foster connections that feel genuine and unforced. In a society that often blurs the boundaries between work and home, Sigma females understand the value of a third alternative. These spaces aren't just retreats. They're the crucibles where their best ideas are born and their truest selves are cultivated. Number 7. They build relationships like curators build museums. Sigma females approach relationships with the precision and care of a museum curator. They don't amass connections for the sake of it. Every relationship in their life is intentional, meaningful, and reflective of their values. Just as a curator selects each piece to tell a story or preserve a legacy, Sigma females choose relationships that enrich their identity and align with their personal growth. They don't chase superficial friendships or force connections that lack depth. Instead, they focus on quality over quantity, creating a network of genuine bonds that withstand the test of time. Their relationships are not about filling social calendars or fitting societal expectations. They are about mutual respect, shared understanding, and authenticity. Each connection adds something unique to their lives, whether it's inspiration, wisdom, or emotional support. Sigma females are also highly discerning. They recognize when a relationship no longer serves its purpose or becomes detrimental, and they have no hesitation in stepping back when necessary. This doesn't come from a place of arrogance, but from a deep understanding that their time and emotional energy are finite. They refuse to let toxicity or unnecessary drama cloud their lives, ensuring that their museum remains a place of beauty and growth. At the same time, they pour genuine effort into the connections they choose to keep. They are fiercely loyal, deeply empathetic, and unwaveringly supportive of those they value. Conversations with a Sigma female often feel like peeling back layers to reveal profound truths, making these relationships unforgettable and transformative. In the end, Sigma females create a gallery of relationships that is as unique and carefully crafted as their personality. Each bond tells a story, reflects their journey, and contributes to the masterpiece of their life. Number 8. They value experiential wealth over material wealth. Sigma females live by a philosophy that puts experiential wealth far above material possessions. While the world around them chases the latest gadgets, luxury items, or status symbols, they focus on enriching their lives through experiences that expand their horizons, challenge their perspectives, and nurture their souls. For them, a valuable moment isn't measured by the price tag, but by the depth of the memory it creates. Instead of filling their homes with things they don't need, Sigma females invest in journeys that leave a lasting imprint. Whether it's traveling to a remote destination, learning a new skill, or attending an intimate cultural event, they know that the richest moments are those that shape who they are. These experiences provide them with knowledge, growth, and unforgettable memories, treasures that can never be taken away or depreciated by time. For Sigma females, memories are their true wealth. They know that a trip to a foreign country, a deeply meaningful conversation, or a quiet moment of reflection in nature will stay with them far longer than any object ever could. These moments become part of their identity, woven into the fabric of their lives, and they carry the richness of those experiences with them in every decision they make. Material wealth, in contrast, is often seen as transient and superficial. It can be lost, broken, or replaced. But experiences, true life-changing experiences, are the kind of wealth that stays with them forever. Sigma females understand that the currency of life isn't money or possessions. It's the moments and lessons that enrich their existence. This approach not only frees them from the endless pursuit of material things, but also creates a life filled with value that goes beyond what can be seen or touched. Number 9. They possess a meta-level understanding of their lives. Sigma females possess a rare and powerful ability to step back from their own lives and observe themselves from a meta-level perspective. They don't simply exist or react to the world around them. They actively analyze their thoughts, behaviors, and decisions as they happen. This heightened self-awareness, or metacognition, enables them to gain insights into their own patterns and motivations, allowing them to adjust their course far more effectively than the average person. While most people move through life on autopilot, reacting to situations based on habits or unconscious impulses, Sigma females are constantly reflecting on how they're engaging with the world. They're aware of their emotional responses, their biases, and even the subtle ways in which their past experiences shape their present actions. This constant observation gives them a level of clarity that helps them recognize when something isn't working or when they're being influenced by outside pressures. What sets them apart is their ability to course correct in real time. Instead of getting bogged down by mistakes or stuck in unhealthy patterns, they adjust quickly, learning from their experiences and moving forward with a sharper sense of purpose. They don't dwell on regrets or past missteps. They view every experience, good or bad, as a valuable lesson that informs their next move. This meta-level awareness also allows Sigma females to adapt swiftly to changing circumstances. Whether it's a shift in their personal life, a professional challenge, or an unexpected obstacle, they can assess the situation from multiple angles and pivot when needed. It's this ability to see their own lives from a broader perspective that gives them an edge. While others are bogged down in the weeds, Sigma females are already several steps ahead, adjusting and adapting with ease. Number 10. They are the dark horses of innovation. Sigma females are the quintessential dark horses of innovation. While others scramble to be in the spotlight, pitching ideas and chasing recognition, Sigma females work quietly and methodically behind the scenes. They understand that true creativity and change often happen away from the noise, in moments of solitude or deep concentration. They're not interested in quick accolades or public validation. Their focus is on the process, the work itself, and the value they're creating. This approach makes them highly effective disruptors. While everyone else is still talking about an idea or trying to get approval, Sigma females are already testing, refining, and executing their vision. They don't need external validation to move forward. They have an internal compass that drives them to create, innovate, and push boundaries. When their ideas or projects do finally emerge, they're not only fully realized but also impactful, having already outgrown the typical stages of public hype or speculation. Sigma females thrive in the background, often unnoticed, but their work speaks volumes when it's finally revealed. It's in the quiet moments of introspection, research, or creative experimentation that they refine their ideas to perfection. By the time others catch up, their work has already disrupted industries, challenged norms, or reshaped entire narratives. Their innovation is less about seeking approval and more about changing the game on their own terms. Sigma females are the silent architects of the future, letting their results do the talking, while everyone else scrambles to keep up with the wake they've left behind. Sigma females aren't just a rare breed, they're a quiet revolution in a world that often values noise over substance. With their deep self-awareness, unconventional leadership, and unyielding commitment to personal growth, they redefine what it means to truly live with purpose. They create, innovate, and connect in ways that go unnoticed until their impact becomes undeniable, proving that greatness doesn't always need to announce itself. In a society that constantly seeks validation, they remain steadfast in their independence, forging paths that others may never even see. What sets them apart isn't just their ability to disrupt the status quo. It's their refusal to be defined by it. They understand that real power lies in authenticity, resilience, and the freedom to shape their own narrative. So while the world spins on its usual axis, Sigma females are busy creating their own orbit, drawing others in not through force, but through quiet magnetism and relentless vision. Their strength isn't loud, but it's permanent, leaving a lasting mark on everything they touch. In the end, Sigma females don't just rise above, they redefine what it means to truly live and lead in a world that's constantly changing. If you've found yourself captivated by the journey of Sigma females and their extraordinary way of living, then don't miss out on more content that challenges the norm and dives deep into what truly sets the remarkable apart. Subscribe to the channel now and become part of a community that values depth over surface, authenticity over conformity, and real impact over empty noise. Trust me, you don't want to miss what's coming next. Hit that subscribe button and let's continue this journey of redefining greatness together.